Every time I teach, I get so thirsty, dude. I'm like drinking all this water. Okay, so before we start in 2 minutes, it's very unfortunate that this class is actually 4 sessions, because that actually doesn't give me enough time. But let's just, do you guys have all the notes from last time? I had you guys do homework, so let's just start executing. It's not good if you left it at your house.
Yeah, I left it at the house.
Do you remember what you did? I'll be right back with markers.
I will be right back.
I didn't bring the files.
Oh, okay.
You don't care anymore.
Next time.
Next step.
Next
That's what we've been saying for the last 3 months.
next Thursday. I guess I don't bring.
Laptop.
I want to bring PC on Tuesday, so 1 week later.
Okay, so today was supposed to be a really big day, so I hope you guys have something on you. It's okay. Okay, you still print it out sometimes. What did you say you were missing? You left at home?
I just left the notes from last week.
Do you have what I told you to do for homework? So what I had them do for homework was...
I have homework.
Oh, good job. Fantastic. Is that 4 pages long? That's really good. Nice job. Okay. So can you guys sign into your Investopedia account?
Okay.
Shit, where's my password? Crap. Actually, yeah, where am I going? So I went over a lot of stuff with them last time. It'll take forever for me. But so they're gonna start continuing to cite. So they're gonna actually start trading everything, and I had them basically research like gold, silver, whatever. Okay, let's see.
I don't remember my password.
Oh,
That's not good.
not good.
Say forget password. Just try to find it.
I don't know why. Every time I was asked this.
So this is just your account preferences. So you can just skip this because you don't need to know the class. Just go to something. Okay. Your computer's so dark. I feel like
Yeah. I think so. No, this one. Oh,
yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like.
I got it.
Okay, great. Now I want you guys to.
Much better.
Dory, what did you have to, before we go through what you guys researched, well, what did you guys look at? Yeah. So Disney, Barnes & Noble. Okay. Did I give you short positions? When did I tell you the short? I don't remember what I told you the short. do you know which one is long, which one is short?
Oh, yes. First 3
Oh, okay.
short.
It's short, right?
Coke and Microsoft is long.
Okay, cool. Now I'm going to tell you guys to first buy it. So we're going to do long. Are you in it? Fantastic. Go to simulator. So once you're a simulator, right? Okay. Now go to portfolio. So your portfolio means the number of stocks or whatever you have in your fund. Yeah. Now say no Investopedia. Okay. Now you're going to start buying, so before we buy this, you're going to buy Coke and Microsoft first. Okay.
Where?
Right, no, sure. Give me 2 seconds. So, but before you do it, are you still like chilling? Okay, perfect. So you guys are where? Okay, you guys can just move around for a while. Now, actually, I'm gonna take this. Okay, let's just do something really easy first. So, okay. Okay, so here we go. Midori, did I give you something else besides gold? Just gold? Did I just give you gold?
Yes.
Huh, that's really weird.
Short and gold, long and gold.
Okay, I'll give you something right now, actually. Okay, so first, what commodity did I give you?
Corn.
Oh, awesome, cool. Okay, so this is what you guys are going to start off with. So what's 5% of 100,000? How much is that?
5,000.
So you remember I said, sorry, I don't...
No. 5,000, yes, 5,000.
I can't review everything I did last time because I want you guys to learn by doing it. So you remember I said, so ready? What did I say? Great. Sorry. Long is 40%. Short 20%. Cash. You guys remember this?
Yes.
I'm missing something. Is there something missing? Long, short, cash, commodity. Jeez. Huh. Let me think. You guys know if I'm missing something?
Bond?
What?
Bond.
Oh, right. No, not bonds. There's something else. I gave 2 lists. You remember? Let's see.
Real estate.
No. This is just on the stock section. Let me just think. Really quickly. Where are we? Wow, I can't believe I don't remember. I'm crazy. Okay, let's just do that for now. It's fine. It'll get exciting in a little bit. I'm just like a little cranky and I'll figure this out. Sparkers. Okay, whatever. Let's just do that for now. I think I covered everything, by the way. So 5% of 100,000, do you guys know how much that is? Solve that right now. Right. Joe. Does that make sense? Right. Okay, so you remember when I said over here, I wanted, so commodities, right, I told you was a hedge, right? So a hedge is almost like insurance against risk. So you guys remember like oil, gold, silver, corn, wheat, soybeans. Am I missing something? I remember something. Shit. Okay, I think these are the 3 main commodities, right? So oil is very popular, right? Gold and silver is very popular, and corn, wheat, and soybeans. And the reason why people have this, you remember I told you about this? Volatility, right? So let's say, because there's very little oil in the world, right? Let's say somebody spills oil, prices will skyrocket. So if you have any stock that represents oil, right, you can make a considerable amount of money. But the thing is, like, for example, gold, silver too, right? If the economy is bad, right, nobody wants to spend the dollar bill, right? You know, the dollars in our wallet. So everybody, like, if the economy is bad, they run into gold and silver. So if all the investors run into gold and silver, this price can skyrocket really fast. Same thing here, corn, wheat, soybeans, right? Think about international countries, right? China, India, Brazil, anywhere, right? All these people, what do they need to do? They need to eat, right? And they're not like the United States, okay? They can't all like go to McDonald's. They can, but you know, part of their industry is a lot of people are farmers. You know, they do this stuff. So for example, let's say it doesn't rain, if it doesn't rain, right, that means that there's going to be less corn, right? So then that means that corn prices can shoot up really fast. So that's the reason why when we have commodities in our portfolio, we only put a small amount, like 5 or 10%. Does that make sense? And the reason we do that is because, so we have long stocks, short stocks, and cash, right? You remember Laura was always talking about diversification? You need to have many different things in your portfolio, right? So if you have many different things in your portfolio, obviously, this is what's called a hedge. So let's say everything is doing bad, but you have a small percentage in this, and this gains money, then you lose less money. Right? We talked about this. This is all review. Right? Lines marker. Right? So I want to go all the way back. But you guys remember because you did it for homework, right? 52 week. You guys remember that, right? Price over earnings, right? I made you guys do this all for homework. If this is less than 10, it's cheap. Larger than 15, expensive. Right? Remember 52 week range? Right? You guys remember all that. I had you guys do that for homework. Right? So these are all different ways you can tell if a stock is cheap, possibly. And then we went to Seeking Alpha, and we found all these stocks. Now I'm going to have you guys execute this first. Okay? So Yuji had corn, right? I'll give him a symbol soon. And you had gold, right? So what I want you to do is, I want you to buy the commodity first. So you're going to buy $5,000 worth of corn, right? Of gold. So there's a so if you go to trade stock or trade symbol, right here. Trade stock.
Bush?
Yes. Right. So the symbol actually is, so you remember Laura, before I have you buy it in a couple of seconds, right? Laura went over what a mutual fund is. You guys remember? So what this does is, so when people invest in gold, right, they don't just buy gold and put it in their apartment, because gold is very heavy, right? Just like if we want to invest in corn, we're not going to buy a lot of corn and put it in our apartment, because once you can't eat the corn anymore, it has no value, right? So GLD is basically, this is a ETF. I should write this down. Which is exchange traded fund. Okay. So you remember in Laura's class, NYSE, right? New York Stock Exchange. That's just a fancy word for that's where you trade stocks, right? It's in New York, and you trade stocks, you exchange stocks, right? So basically, an exchange traded fund just means that this is a mutual fund that you can buy over here. Any questions? Ask it now if you have any questions. It's pretty simple, right?
Yes.
So, okay. So what GLD is, this is a mutual fund that represents gold. Okay? This represents 1/10 of gold value. Okay, what this means is that, so if gold is $1,000, right? If gold is $1,000, then that means GLD, the ETF, is